I'm going to fire off with Kadena, and then I'm going to wrap this up because I got a barking dog in my office. Anywho. All right, so we're focused on the weekly 10 as a potential bounce point for Bitcoin and a lot of altcoins. So let's dive into this chart and see what we're working with. Let me go to the 30-minute chart. I can get rid of this. My triangle down here wasn't, ooh, this wasn't hit. I drew a triangle and it wasn't hit. Ooh. It's not common. All right. But when I drew that triangle, I said I think it's about 60% of times I draw a triangle hit. So that was one of them, but make note, right? So I'm not somebody who deletes my tweet when I'm wrong. Like, I had it there, and I'm letting you know my triangle was not hit. When I think I remember saying it. Just remember, I'm drawing a triangle. It's probably going to be hit. But anyway, and it wasn't hit. So this triangle was hit, though, right there. Boom, barely. Structurally, did I put, oh, see, this is a sloppy, if your object tree looks like this, that means it's sloppy. So I can't just delete, I can't flash on and off my my channels, darn it. I need to take the time to do this for Kadena. It's not participating in this run very much. I mean, off the lows, yeah, it might be outperforming. Yeah, it's only 11%. It's not outperforming Bitcoin. So this is getting ignored. It's getting cold shoulder from buyers. This is not really participating in this. This is not a good sign for it, folks. Not a great sign for a large coin. Now, for a micro cap coin, you know, like MTV, Veracity, BPro, even though Veracity is small cap, not a micro cap, but small caps and micro caps, yeah, that's normal. It's to be expected, but if you're supposed to be a revolutionary layer 1, that's, you know, all that kind of stuff, or whatever. I think this is layer 1, technically. I really don't know jack shit about Kadena, but outside of everybody wants to talk about it and thinks it's awesome. And it has scientists, has PhD scientists, just like Cardano. But anyway, this, man. If Bitcoin goes up to 23,000 and change to hit its weekly 10, this is not going to do the same thing. This will get if Bitcoin were to race up 23, 24K, this is going to get stopped under $2. It's not going to. It's very, very, very likely not going to hit $2. If you look at coins that are participating and leading this market, I mean, fuck, look at Curve. This is already hitting its weekly 10. Polygon Matic is already above its weekly 10. So, and structurally, Kadena's down here. Structurally. So, both structurally and from an EMA, major EMA standpoint, it's not getting, like Curve, people are more bullish on Curve, and probably for good reasons, than Kadena. People are more bullish on Matic than Kadena, possibly for good reason. I can't confirm that. I don't know anything bad about Kadena, really. But the fact is, buyers are not interested in this. And they are interested in other things. And there might be a good reason for it. You need to make those like logical dots. Like, if this, then this is probable. It's not necessarily an if-then fact statement, but it's an if-then probable statement. And if it's not participating, and other coins are, then it's likely that there might be a good reason for it. You might want to go look at it. So that's a little concerning for the you know, likelihood of this getting back to all-time highs in the future. This is not participating. So this is really hurting its chances of ever seeing those same highs again for the next bull run. I would say Kadena, and the strongest I could see it in this bear market rally is a $1.95 area. And that's one of its origin lines here. These blue lines are channel lines, and I can't flash these on and off, unfortunately. So if I zoom out, so you can see what I'm doing. So origin lines are going this way, and the channel lines obviously are going down because it's its top. It's been in the same channel. So blue line, and then point of control here. So that's what we're staring at, right? So as we zoom in there. Yeah, I don't see it going over $2 in this bear market rally, even if Bitcoin were doing some dirty work. If Bitcoin went to 30K, yeah, I could see this getting over $2. But because the buyers are clearly not interested in it, I say that very, very confidently. It could also get rejected in this rally by the channel line, which is actually pretty high probability. So it hits this horizontal, this wick low here. So you have this horizontal guy right there to deal with, and you're going to be facing this horizontal of all these wick highs plus a channel line right at $1.80, right around $1.83. So honestly, I would focus on $1.83. Once it hits $1.83, I would become more reserved and less bullish. But everything right now, I think you have good reason to be short-term time frame bullish. But even then, if you have no reasons taken away to be bullish, I would still become more reserved at that level because you're hitting a horizontal and a channel line. You have a strong chance of a pullback. Even if the resolution is up and Bitcoin goes to 30K and this goes up to $2.10 at the top of the channel, which is possible, you're still very likely going to get a pullback from there. It's not just going to bust through there, most likely. That is a single-digit probability chance, right? Single digits, like less than 10% chance. Like it's probably more like 2 of it busting through $1.83 with or this channel, this blue channel line with this horizontal. It's highly unlikely. So that would be my main target right now for when I start becoming reserved. Regardless of what Bitcoin's doing, I would start becoming more reserved on Kadena at around $1.83. And again, if you don't have the same channel line, just remember just roughly $1.83 because this horizontal is probably going to slow price down regardless. So I would write that. I would make this horizontal on your Kadena chart, just or about $1.82 to $1.86, somewhere around there. So let me label it. You might want to make a box there. Oop. Right there, and that's where I would start looking for a pullback, and potentially that could align perfectly with the end of this bear market rally. But regardless, that's what you want to look at. And then to the downside, when would I stop being bullish on this? Well, I mean, if Bitcoin meets the parameters I talked about earlier, I would stop being bullish. But if this were to come back below $1.52 and use $1.52 as resistance, I would automatically be bearish. So just coming below $1.52, this line here, this horizontal, I would, obviously be a little bit more bearish than bullish, but I wouldn't be full on bearish. I would wait till $1.52 is used as resistance. And so that would be kind of my invalidation for bullishness, is $1.52 is used as resistance. Right? Some people like, a 4-hour closure below there. That's not how I operate. I usually it aligns with that, but I like to zoom into the 5-minute candle and see this used as resistance. Because you can see it. You can see if it's going to close below there before it closes below if you zoom in. You can tell. And that would be a very important line that I would put on my chart too. So you need that on your chart. You can just make it a line and then have this range, a box between $1.82, $1.86. And other than that, you can just, you can simply use, some easy EMA like the 1 hour 89 or 1 hour 55. It's probably one of those two is getting priced pretty good. I would say the 1 hour 89. As long as it's generally above. So look how actually that was a great pick. Since June 26th, it's been a great one. Resistance, 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 yeah. And then it got above, support, 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 broke below it, resistance, resistance, yeah. Whatever bots are trading this, they're really focusing on that line. So I would do these 3 areas, or these 2, the 2 marked off areas, plus I would probably use as general guidance the 1 hour 89 specifically. And you don't have to keep it on the 1 hour chart to see that. You can go down to the 5-minute chart and use the MTF EMA to use that, but you can just use the 1 hour chart as well. And as long as it's generally above that, you're generally bullish on your way up to the next horizontal. And that might be a pretty damn good. So look how it worked out here. Where did it bounce? At that line. When did it go below? right here. When did it become bearish? Right there at that purple line. And the same thing will probably happen. So honestly, that is kind of like your best fit line for Kadena right now. And those are the three. And so hopefully this is helpful. Anybody who's trading Kadena or clicking around with their money or trying to understand what price is doing, the two levels I gave you plus that one EMA, I promise you, it's going to give you, I know it's simple, but it's going to give you amazing guidance on being understand the probabilities of it's probably up or it's probably down. It's going to be fantastic, and it's you have a strong chance of being well guided throughout whatever Bitcoin and cryptos get ready to do using those three things.